International business consultant Victor Quigier once said, "Dreams give birth to passion, and passion produces action." Today's topic, push, on this week's episode of Real Life Talks with Brandon. Hey my friends, welcome back to another episode of Real Life Talks with Brandon. It's your boy Brandon. So good you guys could join us for another episode here today for another real life talk. We're always constantly growing, but we want to know, who are we growing with? So this is your reminder, of course, that if you're not following us on social media, go onto our Facebook page, Real Life Talks with Brandon. Follow us there. That, of course, is when you'll know all of the episodes are coming out. Some conversation. Of course, if you ever want to send us a question, whether through Facebook or privately through email, please do so at kid.beege. That's kid.beege@gmail.com. We would love the opportunity to answer your questions live on the show here and have, a real life talk about it. But it's time to go into our real life talk for today. And this one I kind of went back and forth with because I didn't know if I wanted to go this route, just because of the nature of it. But after I got it out of my system a little bit, talking about it to myself on the way home or from work to work and stuff like that, I kind of talked it out a little bit more. And today, I just want to talk about one simple word, and that word is push. Now, when I mean the word push, I'm going to talk about it in a pregnancy labor kind of sense. When it's time, when you're in labor, what is the first thing the doctor says? All right, baby's coming, push. And there's so much behind that, figuratively, of course, that just kind of spoke to me a little bit this week. And I want to take this time to talk to my dreamers out there. Those of you that have a dream, an idea, a thought, whether it is for you or if it's for the world, or if it's something that you're working on, I just want to take the few next moments to tell you that it's time to push. It's time to bring it out into the world. I don't know what your idea may be that you're working on, but I know one thing. It's taken time to develop. And through that development, there have been some good times, and then there has been some pains. Usually that happens during a pregnancy where you have pains. And sometimes you're just like, ooh. And it's all a part of the process. But it's a hard process to trust because sometimes you doubt yourself. Sometimes you doubt what it even is that you're trying to do. All you keep saying is that you want to make a difference. I want to make a difference. I want to do something different. I want to bring change. I want to do something that's beyond my normal means. And we start to birth this idea. There's been so many ideas out there that have been birthed, and they came out of, a lot of times they've come out of nowhere. Where all of a sudden it's like, oh, where did that even come from? How did I even think this up? And as you start to think about it, these ideas start forming, these plans, everything starts coming piece by piece by piece. And the thing you have to understand is that when you are birthing out an idea, when you're birthing out a plan, it doesn't all come together on day one. It doesn't come together immediately. Sometimes you have to test your plan. Sometimes you have to test your idea. Sometimes you have to work until you can get it all together and get it all figured out. And even then, when you get all of the pieces together and you start forming the puzzle, all of a sudden then you realize, wait a minute, something isn't right. Something isn't working. I need to go back to the drawing board and figure out where is it that it's not working. And there, my friends, is where we have a problem. Is that sometimes it's in those moments where we see the failure, where we see the pieces not coming together, is when we get discouraged. We start to lose hope. And we feel like, you know what? What was this all for? Why am I even doing this? And we start to get discouraged. We start to realize, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I wasn't cut out to do this. And we want to quit. And before I move any further, I don't know who needs to hear this today, but I need to say this directly to you. Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. It's only, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. We talked about what happens after the accident, and that when we get in this accident, when we hit this major pothole and this bump and it knocks things loose, and we don't want to get back on the horse anymore, and we don't want to get back on the saddle. And I'm here to tell you, yes, get back on. We all get knocked off our horse every once and now and then. But that doesn't mean to give up. It doesn't mean to throw in the towel. Failure is going to happen. Mess ups are going to happen. Discouragement will come. But I'm here to tell you that is not how the story ends. My friends, that is not how it ends at all. Because that is when the greatest moment happens, where that light bulb comes on and you soon begin to see it from another direction, and all these ideas and thoughts that you had before start to aid in the right direction of where you're supposed to be. And let me say this to you, you are supposed to be where you are now. It is no mistake where you are right now. You are supposed to be here. You are designed for this moment. You are supposed to be right where you're at. Yes, it may be hard. Yes, it may be difficult. Yes, you may be hurting, but you are right where you're supposed to be, because at the end of the day, it's all going to work. It's going to come out so awesome, so great, so good, and you're going to look back at everything and realize it was worth it. And at the end of the day, all you had to do was push. You just had to push. You're at the stage right now where you need to push that thing out. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it's painful. Yes, you are probably screaming at the top of your lungs and wondering, why am I going through this? And we all know they always say, you did this to me. But right now you're saying, why does it hurt so much? Because the best things take time. The best things, they hurt sometimes. But when it comes to the process, push till you can't push anymore. Push till you can't, till it's almost inconceivable. Push. I'm here to tell you today, I heard somebody say this I think it was a year ago. They said that sometimes when people say you're out of your mind, no, you're not out of your mind. You're out of theirs. You're not out of your mind, you're out of theirs. And they may not be able to conceive and see this idea that you're conceiving right now. But oh my God, if you just push, oh my God, it'd be so worth it in the end. It would be so worth it. Please don't give up on your dreams, your ideas, your plans. Yes, it may seem crazy. Yes, it may seem like, you know what? It's not worth it, but I'm here to tell you, I promise you, it's worth it. So, let me give you this, and then I'm done. I know it's a short one today, but it hit. It hit today. It hit so much today. Let me give you this. I've said this before. You need a good support group. Get some people around you, get some people in your corner that are going to be there to hold your hand when it definitely hurts the most. Get some people in your corner that are going to surround you and love you and walk you and talk you through it. I get it. Sometimes they might tell you, you know what, it's not, this may not work, but watch what they say next, because that is the moment when they come and say, this may not work, but can we help you get somewhere to where it will work? That support group is the same group that's going to help get their hands dirty and help you in this moment. Whether it be financially, spiritually, physically, you name it, they're going to help you. Get yourself a good support group. Even and we just came from this. We just came from this 2 weeks ago, or I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago when we were talking about be a good human or be a nice human, and we were talking about how we were talking about when it comes to those moments of needing support, that sometimes all it takes is an ear. Just to listen, just to hear. Get yourself a good support group. Next, please take care of yourself. Please don't push yourself past the point of exhaustion. Don't push yourself past the point where you cannot get yourself to safety and good health. Do not push yourself too far. Push, but be careful, because the last thing you want to do is to burn yourself out. It's okay to say, I need a break. I can't keep going like this. It's okay to stop, but it's not okay to give up. You can stop and rest. It's okay to stop and rest, but you cannot give up. You have got to keep going. You have got to be strong. I know this is scary. I know it hurts. I know this might be the first time you've ever done this. And it just came to my mind to go back to the first episode. Jump. Take the jump. But today I'm telling you to push. Push. And let me say this. Giving birth is a messy process if you think about it. It's a messy process. I'm not going to go into details. We all know what happens when you're giving birth. But it's a messy process. It's not designed to be clean. There are ways to make it clean, but it's a messy process. And you're going to get dirty. You're going to get messy. You're going to get covered in some stuff that you don't probably want to get covered in. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's all worth it. It's all worth it. Everything leading up to the moment where you finally hear that cry. It was worth it. Pushing is not easy. It takes so much strength. It takes so much. But in the end, it's worth it. And I don't know who needs to hear this. But today, maybe is the day it's time for you to push. It's time for you to hold on tight and push. And you're not alone. We're here for you. We're there for you. If you need to scream, scream. If you need to cry, cry. We get it. We understand it. It's not an easy process. But I can't wait for you to see what is birthed from your dreams, from your visions, from your ideas, from things you couldn't even think you could imagine. You're not out of your mind. You're out of theirs. If it can't leave you alone, I've been there. I've been there so many times where it has been in my head and it won't leave me alone. And if it won't leave you alone, if it's sitting in there and it keeps poking and prodding and saying, here I am, then that's your sign to push. Push it out. Birth that thing. Do whatever it takes to push it out. I know I got loud today. I know I got excited. I'm sorry. But it didn't hit like this until today, until I finally, I guess, pushed it out. Until I finally birthed this real life talk out. So that's my real life talk for you today. It's to push. Yes, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be all sunshines and rainbows and lollipops. But push. You were designed for this moment. You are here for a reason. And whatever is forming inside your head, now is the time to push. Now is the time to create that movement. Now is the time to birth that idea. Now is the time to push. And don't let anything get in your way. Push. I love y'all so much. I say that every week, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I love y'all so much, and there is not a thing you can do about it. So until next time, let me know how you're doing. Leave us a comment. Send us an email. I want to hear about your ideas. I want to hear what you're trying to birth lately. Tell me what you're trying to push out. I want to hear so many stories and so many victories about all these great, awesome things. Like you don't understand how many awesome things have come from people just taking a risk and pushing and birthing out ideas. It's your turn now. It's your turn to push. So until next time, please make sure you're following us on all of our social medias. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're working on getting an Instagram. But I just want to simply say I love you. There's not a thing you can do about it. Get out there and start birthing these plans, these ideas. We are back on our bi-weekly schedule, so that means we will not be back until the week after next, which I think is that Thanksgiving week? I think we come back for Thanksgiving week, and I think that's gonna be fun. Oh no! We're back to the week before that. So that's a perfect time because then, of course, we'll have time for Thanksgiving. So until then. Hug your kitties, hug your doggies, hug your family, hug your babies for me. I love you so much. Until next time, this has been Real Life Talk. I can't wait to see what y'all do. I really can't. I just can't let it go. I really can't wait to see what y'all do when it comes to birthing out these ideas. Until next time, kids, this is Real Life Talks with Brandon. We'll see you next time. Love you. Bye-bye.